So for me, even sometimes I have got a conversation of my dear brothers, the SEDA. They are talking about the Sabbath, even the Sabbath of creation. But sometimes because it is said that God rested on the seventh day. And when you go to Exodus chapter 20, when God gave the covenant to the Israelites, they are saying that in the seventh day you have to rest. But how can we know the seventh day? Or a certain day? We cannot tell unless somebody shows us somewhere to start. Like today. Today, in my phone, it is written Sunday, the 5th of February, 2023. So if I know the day of today, I can trace any day in history through calendar and through mathematics. So dear listener, the one who will listen to me, as I said before, and I have to introduce me that my name is Salim Othmani Hoza because it is a Islamic name. Although now they call it Brother Samuel. So what I'm saying that I was converted to be creations through revelation. But I do make a research according to something that God has given to me. So now, dear brothers, even the seventh day of creation, the seventh day of creation is a literal days. But I want you to touch a certain position, especially in the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 14. When it's talking about of the creation of the moon, I would like to say exactly that. The moon was created on the 4th of the month of Abibu, 4165 BC. The seventh day of the week of creation was not on Saturday, it was on Thursday. But this week, especially concerning the Sabbath, concerning the Jews, that was given in the book of Exodus chapter 16, if you start from verse 1, that the Jews comes to the land of the wilderness. Bible says they come to the wilderness of Sin between Elim and Sinai on the 15th day of the second month. And that is second month was the month of Ziv. At the year that they come out of the land of Egypt. I wanted to emphasize that the first Sabbath that they observed, it was on the 22nd of May, if I convert to Gregorian calendar, in 1496 BC. Because it was the 22nd of the second month, it was the month of Ziv, in the year 1496 BC. Up to yesterday, the amount of the Sabbath that was observed was 183,603. So we can go and know exactly. So I wanted to challenge my fellow SEDA. No one, Ellen G. White, William Miller, or whatever, who can say that the creation was in such a day. That is why sometimes even when we are talking about the 3 days and 3 nights in the tomb, I come to realize that Jesus Christ was not crucified on Friday. Jesus Christ was crucified on Wednesday, the 14th of the month of Abib in 30 Anno Domini. If you convert it to Gregorian calendar, it was Wednesday, the 11th of April in 30 Anno Domini. He stayed as so. Now, if you go, the Bible, as I said before, that if you trace, there is no even a single day that has lost on the surface of the earth. Otherwise, I challenge the SEDA. I challenge always. Let them tell me the time, the date of the day of the creation when the Lord rested. But anyway, although I challenge, they are friends of mine because we get knowledge from each and every corner of the world. God created. We have got different talents, but we learn from others. If they do mistake, we cannot follow such a mistake. But if they are right, no matter who is talking the truth, I am going to accept it. Then I have to measure according to the scriptures, according to the research, according to the proof. That's how I can say that, because somebody told me even that you are not right. You are not right to comment. Otherwise, if you make a research. So, my dear brothers, I would like to say that the Bible is the correct book. The Bible is not a scientific book. But even if you are going to be a science, you are going to make investigation. You are going to investigate from something which has been created by God. Not like somebody being called Charles Darwin, who wrote a book in 1859 saying that origin of species by means of natural selection. No, it is not so. But also, I do appreciate somebody being called Sir Isaac Newton, because he wrote his book in 1687, say that mathematical principles of natural philosophy. Such because he was a real scientist. He make investigation. Even those Muslims, because of Hijriya, because of pilgrimage, because of fasting Ramadan, from such a time, they added and they explain things, especially scientifically and investigation. But because we are all living in this one planet, we know that by living now, we can get the knowledge of where we come from, where we are, without making any kind of misleading. For me, for today, let us in the airport have got very lessons, especially concerning times and the season. Especially by this moment, I believe in the end time message that we are living at the end time. And through that, each and every prophecies from Daniel and Revelation is easier for us to get translation through the Bible and through the revelation of God, but through the research according to the brain that we have been given by God. God bless you. God bless you all.